Good morning. I am coming to you from Burlington, Iowa. I got an Airbnb for a couple nights so I could have a real bed and a bathtub, which I haven't had access to since April. And it was like flood watch, super storming. So it was good timing. Um, and this Airbnb is called the Fleetwood Inn. So it's probably can't see, but there's photos of Stevie Nicks everywhere. Very dreamy. And the first thing I did when I got in was put on Rumors on the record player that was here. So it's been good. And I got a little microphone. So I apologize for previous videos. It's probably really hard to hear me. Hopefully this helps. And this is my first time using one of these dead cat microphones. I watched a film last night. I won't say which one, so I won't spoil it for you, but there was a dead cat in it. So this is hidden a little weird. But that's all right. Hopefully it's worth it because you can hear me and not Bella scratching. Relax. It's time for yoga. Thank you. Okay. I've also been watching the videos I've posted, and just it's been hard to watch my body, and with my deformity, with the scoliosis, it's just hard for me to look at my body, for me to look at my back. I had the spinal fusion at the bottom of my spine, L4 to S1, and did not address the thoracic curve. I went to New Hampshire to do this month-long series of treatments with a machine that mobilizes the spine. You can check out my blog posts about that if you're interested. And it wasn't what I expected. It did seem helpful. I did notice a difference, but not what I expected. And the therapist on our last visit was like, the rib hump is gone. The rib hump is not gone. So just another in a series of frustrations with medical professionals where I'm not, it's kind of crazy making, because you're like, are you not seeing what I'm seeing or hearing what I'm saying, or really understanding what I'm experiencing? So that's a little bit frustrating. But I'm trying to accept that. Like, this is my body. I didn't correct that curve surgically yet. Not that I didn't get that surgery yet. So that I would have more mobility. So I'm just trying to retain more mobility. So I'm just trying to practice gratitude for that and just accept that this is the way my body looks now. It does not look like it did even 5 years ago. Certainly not 10 years ago, when the curve wasn't as bad. But all I can do is work with what I have. So in that vein of acceptance and trying to find gratitude, and also to address some of the pain that I'm feeling right here. I'm going to use a peak pose of fish pose today. Ported, I recommend for sure. So I have this pillow, like a bolster. You could use a block, but I find something a little bit softer. Foam roller, several pillows, rolled up towel, and maybe there is something that applies to you or your life where you are trying to bring in some more acceptance. And the way I'm looking at this is it's not about erasing or taking away or bright siding the negative. It's about opening and expanding enough to also let in the gratitude. So our hearts are big. There's room for all of it. The heart that breaks open contains the whole universe. And I offer that to you as something to consider, that we don't have to fix the disappointment or the hurt. You can also invite in gratitude, love, acceptance, strength, and growth. So I don't have too much lateral room, but I can do it. Here we go. Exhale, hands to prayer at heart center. Grounding yourself in your intention. Fluttering the eyes open, we'll come to hands and knees. So we'll go through some cat-cows, which this is one, or I didn't even put it in one of my other videos because I just had so much trouble looking at the way it looks on my back now. But here we go. So inhaling, open the heart. Lift the gaze, arch the back for cow pose. As you exhale, press through the palms, round the spine, gaze at the navel. Pull the heart into the spine, into the shoulders. Inhale, reverse for cow pose. And exhale, cat pose. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Now I'm going to wag the tail. So draw the right ear to the right hip. On the inhale. On the exhale, reverse. Left ear to left hip. Inhale, switch. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. I'm going to come down for a puppy pose for a little minute. So keep your knees where they are under the hips and stretch the hands forward as you draw the heart down. Now we don't have to go full puppy pose because this is the beginning. It is a back bend, but just feeling that stretch there. Keeping the shoulder blades drawn together. Big breath in and out, and gently walk yourself back. We'll wag the tail starting with the left on the inhale. So left ear to left hip, inhale. And exhale, switch. Inhale left. And exhale right. Inhale left. And exhale right. Inhale left. And exhale right. All right, great. From here, we're going to come into a camel pose. So sitting up on your knees, tuck the toes. We'll start by placing the palms on the back, fingertips down towards the earth. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lift the gaze. And as you breathe, think of pressing the hips forward so they stay right on top of the knees. As you stretch through the shoulders, Good. On the exhale, send the arms forward. Inhale back. And exhale. If you'd like to take the full expression of the pose, you can reach for your ankles. I'm not there yet today. All right. From here, we will come to we're going to come to the floor. And we're going to do a side bend stretch. So bringing the left like a mermaid position, left shin on the front, right shin to the back. Press the right palm into the floor next to your right ankle. Inhale, reaching up, and exhale, side bend. So using the force of your right palm to press away so that you're not collapsing. And inhale, rise, a little counter twist. So bring the right fingertips outside the left knee. Fall back as you spiral, sending your gaze over the left shoulder. Good. And we'll gently come back through center and switch the legs. Pressing the left palm into the earth. Inhale, exhale. Keeping the shoulders in line, reaching through the right fingertips up and over. Inhale, gently back to center, counter twist. So left fingertips outside the right knee. Use your right fingertips to keep you tall as you gently send your gaze over the right shoulder. And gently coming back through center. We're going to come back up to hands and knees, thread the needle. I'm going to show this facing you. So inhale, right arm lifts. Exhale, thread it behind the left palm. And you can bring, so try, we're not sending the hips all the way to the heels. They're staying right above the knees. And maybe your right shoulder comes to the earth. Maybe the right side of your head. You can use your left palm to press up and away to feel a nice stretch through the thoracic spine. If you'd like to progress this, you can also lift this left arm. On an inhale, coming out the way you came in, and replace the right palm. Inhale, left arm lifts. Exhale, thread the left arm behind the right. Left side of the head and left shoulder come to the earth. Use the right palm to press. Gaze goes to the ceiling. On an inhale, turn. Good. From here, downward facing dog. So tuck the toes, send the hips up and back. Maybe you keep your knees bent. Maybe you straighten them. Keep mine bent. Inhale, forward plank pose. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, draw the heart forward. Elbows come towards each other, and exhale back to downward facing dog. From here, we're going to step, walk, or hop to the front of your mat, of your space. Inhale, halfway lift, so hands press into shins, shins into hands. You can keep your knees bent like I am, or you can straighten them. So we're working to keep this flat back. And then exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead. And exhale, mountain pose. Feeling your feet root beneath you. Taking a few rounds of breath here. Shoulders stacked upon hips. Hips over ankles. Inhale, arms overhead. As you exhale, draw them behind you, clasping your hands together for a shoulder stretch. Think proud chest. Let the gaze come above you. Few breaths here. And release. Good. We'll stretch this way. So take your right hand to the left upper arm. Give yourself a nice stretch across the left shoulder. Inhale to switch. And return. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, full. Step, walk, or hop back to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Good. From here, bring the knees to the floor and child's pose. So reaching the arms forward as you send the hips back. The knees are wide. Revisiting your intention here. Good. We're going to take the right hand to the outside of your mat, left palm on top of it. Really focus on sending the left hip to the heel to feel that same side body stretch. On an inhale, walk through center. Exhale, switch. Right palm over the left, send the right hip to the right heel. And back through center. Coming back onto hands and knees, and then make your way to the floor. We're going to take our bolster or pillow and have it handy. I'm not going to use it just yet. Here on the floor, we'll take a few bridges. So feet are hip width apart, just beyond the reach of your fingertips. Arms are on your side. Inhale. As you exhale, press through the feet, lift the hips, squeeze the glutes. And exhale, lower back down. Inhale here, exhale, press up. Exhale, lower back down. A little bit faster. So this time we're going to inhale up and exhale down. Ready? Good. You can let the knees fall out to the right to feel a stretch on the low back. So shoulders stay where they are on the mat. Inhale through center and exhale over to the left. Inhale back through center. Option to take full bridge pose. So this time inhale, exhale, lift the hips, and then wiggle your shoulders underneath yourself. Clasp your hands like we did a moment ago. Really pressing through the feet, making sure your knees aren't opening or knocking in. They should be in line with the hips. And breathing here. Still engaging the glutes to keep yourself pressed up. You should have space in the throat. And exhale, lower down. All right. So for our supported fish pose, we're going to place our prop right here. So kind of where the bottom of my bra is and your mid back. So gently come to sit up. And we will place that prop Going to extend the legs forward and then let the crown of your head come to the floor. You can engage your legs to really get some traction in the spine to make your spine as long as possible. Flex and point your feet. So we're working to get the crown of the head on the floor. So options for your arms, they can stay at your side. You might like to bring them overhead to see what that feels like, a different stretch. Letting the heart open. And also take them out to the side. But with every exhale, we want to think of the ribs closing together. Inhale, expand into the lungs, expand into the heart space with your prop assisting you. And as you exhale, let those ribs come back together. You would like to try the full expression of the pose without a prop. First, take your elbows, prop yourself up on your elbows. So think of, instead of collapsing the chest, bring the sternum up, shoulders draw together, and then let your head draw back gently. A lot of engagement through the arms. And come up. And so that is the same activation we want when we take the full expression of the pose. So we're going to come down, but place your shoulders underneath you like you did for bridge pose so that you can lift the chest. And this clip is in my way. Wiggling them underneath you. And you can press your hands into your outer edges of your legs, your hips, to help you get the crown of your head on the mat. And just noticing. You might flip the palms so they face the earth. And also tuck your palms underneath your hips and draw the shoulders together. Be mindful of your breath. If it's labored or too much effort in the breathing, take it down a notch. Come down a level. Revisit your intention. What are you inviting in? This is vulnerable. The throat is exposed. The chest is exposed. We have the phrase being stabbed in the back, or which is interesting because our back is actually hard and strong. It's our front that is most vulnerable, our throat, our chest, our belly. So this is a very vulnerable pose. Noticing what comes up for you, allowing it to reside there, and then also inviting in with intention. What else we need? Gently coming out of the pose the way you came in, so you can use your elbows here. Tuck the chin into the chest. Let your head rock side to side. We're going to draw the knees into the chest. And then chin to chest, counter pose. So really let the ribs come together, engage the abdominals, chin to chest, using your breath, making sure your shoulders are staying away from the ears. Big inhale as you exhale, release. I'd like to do that again. Inhale and exhale. Through and in. Fish pose is great for tech neck. So if you spend a lot of time looking down at your phone, you can see how that is a counter pose to that. So I invite you to bring that pose into your practice. From here, we'll knock the knees together. So feet are hip width apart, but knees are knocked together. A little neutral pose here. Just noticing. And then we'll come into Shavasana. So whichever version you would like, extending the legs, using props if you need them. I have this bolster, so I'm going to place that underneath my knees. And maybe you flip the palms as a gesture of invitation and receiving. Receiving Bella. 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 Bella Jean. Come here. Can you lay down? Lay down. Thank you. You're welcome to stay here as long as you like. And when you're ready, gently bringing the knees in towards you and rolling onto one side. Pressing yourself up. Coming back to your comfortable seat. Taking a moment to notice how you feel. Have you created space? Is there more? Is your heart containing more than it did at the beginning of the practice? Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to prayer at heart center. The light within me sees and honors the light within you. Namaste.